Hi, I'm James Dashner. I'm the author of The Maze Runner and The Scorch Trials. Yeah, I get asked all the time about what inspired the Maze Runner series, and so many things over my life fed into it. I remember as a kid watching The Shining, which I was probably way too young to watch, but that scene at the end of The Shining where they're in a maze and it's snowing and this terrifying, scary dude is chasing his child, and it scarred me for life. And then in high school, of course, like most people, I had to read Lord of the Flies, and its influence on the Maze Runner is pretty obvious. And there are other things like Ender's Game, the TV show Lost. I absolutely love that show. I think any author, their whole life feeds into their creative pool. Yes, I was very lucky. I got to visit the set a few times. Oh man, my favorite story has to be the first time I met Dylan OBrien. He's just this down-to-earth, funny guy. He drags his mom and dad and grandma around with him. When I met him the first time, he just pulled me into a hug and just kept swearing over and over and over and thanking me for writing the books and stuff, so I'll never forget that. Made a lot of girls jealous. I can't even describe how excited I was when I found out that we had cast Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad and Aidan Gillen from Game of Thrones and The Wire. To have those two guys, two of at least my top 5 TV characters of all time, when I found out they were in my movie, it's just surreal, just about exploded my brain. My favorite character in my books and the movies, I've always said it's Min-ho. There's something about him. He's a little reckless, sarcastic, and I think Ki-Hong Lee has done a fantastic job. Most of my fans love Newt, psychotically obsessed with Newt for some reason. And with the movies, everyone loves Thomas, Dylan OBrien. My sons, they never thought I was cool when I was just an author, but now this movie stuff going on, they finally think I'm cool. But they love Teresa a lot, and now that Brenda, Rosa Salazar, they really like her. Maybe they're just scared to admit how much they love Dylan OBrien, I'm not sure.